Good evening, and thank you for choosing 6 News at 5:30. I'm Don Hudson. A Knoxville couple trying to resolve an extra $1,800 credit card charge for a cruise that they took to the islands last summer. As consumer reporter Don Dare found out, the couple paid in full months before their trip.
Right, Don, and they have proof that they were overcharged. When you take a cruise aboard the Royal Caribbean ship, every passenger receives a sea pass with your name on it. But 2 days before their cruise was to depart, when Louis Contini received his sea pass and his wife's on his iPhone, the passes were both in his name.
Remember that? I think that's when we first got on the ship.
Marion DeVale and her husband Louis Contini have enjoyed vacationing on cruise ships. They've taken several journeys since their retirement. The couple's most recent cruise was last October.
There's our ship.
Yeah.
Their trip was 7 nights aboard Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. $2,647 was the charge for the two of them. The cruise summary shows Louis's name and Marion's name paid in full months before the trip. But 2 days before they boarded, there was a problem with Marion's ticket.
Everything was fine except I didn't see my C-Pass on my app. My C-Pass wasn't on my app, but my husband's C-Pass was on his.
Both C-Passes that were shown electronically had my name on them, and her name was not on it.
Everybody has to have a C-Pass.
And you did not have one?
I did not have one on my phone.
In your name?
In my name.
It was in?
My husband's name, Louis. C-Passes
must include the guest's name, like you see here. Louis said he called Logan Williams, a senior travel consultant for the cruise company.
The person that I talked to indicated that she was not on that we had not paid for her, that we had to make an additional payment in order to get her on board, and then she would have a C-Pass.
So 2 days before boarding, Louis put $1,843.44 on his credit card.
Shortly after that payment was made, I was looking at my iPhone on the Royal Caribbean app, and my C-Pass, it looked like it just dropped right down in my phone, and it had my name on it.
So while aboard the ship, you went to guest services and disputed the $1,800 charge?
He just kind of scratched his head and said, I don't understand. You paid in full in July.
The couple then contacted their bank to dispute the extra charge because records show they paid their full bill in July. After an initial investigation, they received this notice in November. While we attempt to resolve your credit dispute, a provisional credit is being issued in the amount of $1,843.44. This decision, though, didn't last long.
They should have gone around this person.
The couple soon found themselves back to square one, stuck with paying an extra $1,800 after a second investigation. Their bank's credit card claim center writes, while we issued you a provisional credit, this credit was removed and your account has been rebilled.
It's telling us they are giving the money back to the merchant.
Marion says they should not have been rebilled. We reached out to the couple's bank, First Horizon. Their response, we do not comment on confidential client information.
I want my money. That's what I want. I don't want anybody else to have to go through this.
Now, Marion and Louis believe resolving the overcharge should not be that difficult because the facts are simple. They paid for their cruise in full last July. Both their names and the charges are on the receipt. Then in October, they were told they have to pay $1,800 since Marion's name wasn't on the C-Pass. As far as they're concerned, they want someone who manages their credit card to check the records again or to contact the cruise line. Pretty simple. Don?